Toonkind at 12 FPS. I am one of your co-hosts for tonight, Spec, and I am joined tonight by the wonderful, the lovely, the creative, has very pretty art. I never mentioned this enough, but your art's very, very pretty. Wonderful co-host.
Hi, you caught me off guard with that. I thought I was prepared and then I was not. Hi, I'm Candle. Today I'm going to be playing my stained glass girl, Crystal Everlight, who gets to meet more of the the people from AI because there are so many of them, and oh god, they know each other.
And I'm going to be playing, I can speak, one private investigator, Grimtone, Disaster Noodle Man. I get to bully him. It's fun.
Aw, don't bully him too hard. Not that I can talk since I enjoy bullying my girl.
We'll see. Maybe they won't get bullied. We'll see. Maybe they will. It's AI. You never. It's in the fate's hands. It's in the dice.
Yep, it's up to the dice. So, um, what are you rolling?
Oh
no,
no.
you're putting the title card in. Okay, cool.
Yes, because you did a very good title card on short notice because I was not able to get one because I had homework and everything else under sun.
You're valid.
Also
I
for
also
the
had no time.
gallery, wondering if Tome is wearing his pin. As of the moment, yes. If the situation turns serious, no. But if Candle doesn't mind, yes, that means you can bully him.
What pin?
Tome is, fun fact, a warlock of Pritch, which means he technically can hear the gallery. So every time I play him, I always have someone ask, which, by the way, you don't have to worry. I do ignore the gallery if they are interrupting the actual flow of things, but it normally just ends up existing to bully Tome, or if he's being a coward and doesn't want to, and is trying to 4D chess his way out of being any sort of character growth, they bully him into character growth. It's a very effective method.
Nice. All right.
Looks at how often they bullied him into dad.
I'm happy with that.
All right,
Let's have the gallery bully him. Bully him into self-care.
Are you happy, gallery? It also means we'll have a very active gallery for this FPS because they like feeling involved.
Yeah, wow. Fun! I don't know how much attention I will be paying
bully.
you, but have fun!
It's alright. I've gotten used to watching them since I started playing Tome. Though that does mean there's a 50% chance I will just burst out in laughter mid-FPS whenever I'm talking, and you'll hear me go, I can't look at the gallery right now, because they do like to try and see how much they can make me break character during any sort of voice. They're very mean like that.
Yes, very mean, very mean. You hear that?
Very
You're getting
mean.
that's on recording that we are telling you that you're very mean, but we still love you.
We love you. Love our live gallery that bullies both Tome and I. All right. Well, we should. We love AI with the how long we at? 4-minute intro.
Yep.
We're really setting the mood. You know, you got to get all the jokes out because we did this as a mild angst, so we got to get the humor out. We'll see.
We'll see. Yeah, I mean that's just a kind of, this is AI. The angst can jump up unexpectedly at any point.
Sweats looks at some of my FPS, looks at some of the gallery. Yeah, we've developed a little bit of a reputation for that, haven't we? That in the 3-hour FPS, we've developed a few reputations.
Yeah. Anyway, so.
Anyways, yes, sorry. You see why the 3-hour FPSs keep happening.
Yes. Back on track. Let's introduce one of the characters, or both of them would be good.
I can introduce Tome since he would probably be there a little bit earlier
Makes sense.
because looks at who works there, though is probably not there, so that we don't. He's probably not on shift right now, beloved. That's not up to me.
I mean, you can.
Fine, Marzi. Do you want? You... No, you've offered it up. You killed me. Fine, he'll be in the background for now. Gosh. Oh, I'm still recovering from pre-FPS.
Deep breath. So, Tome has made it to the Painted Lady.
Yes, he's made it. Tome has made it to the Painted Lady. Gotten his normal, just plain black coffee. Absolutely made sure that Leo was planning on taking a break later because the gallery has informed me he is working a shift today. He made sure Leo got a break, made sure Leo absolutely was going to get a break. Very much gave the he tried to be subtle, but it was very much the dad talk of now you have to take care of yourself, but also there was a slight threat of if you don't take care of yourself, I'll tell Camille, which is that's a threat. So he's probably just kind of vibing now in the corner with his coffee, just it's fine. He's keeping an eye on Leo out of the corner. He's mostly just existing, enjoying being around people. He's been socializing. We're all surprised.
Good for him. This man needs more socialization. I say, not looking at my own character, and I shove her under the rug.
Both of us taking our awkward characters and just stabbing. It's fine.
It's fine. Speaking of socialization, Crystal has made the trip to Villestown because it's been a while, even though she doesn't really have a lot of new research because she's not been doing much of that recently. She's had other priorities. But she has decided that that she wants to check in on people because it's been a while, and now she's at the Painted Lady, and she did not think this through.
You're here.
Yeah.
Now you have to socialize.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah, I think she orders a drink. I don't even know if she manages to get the order out before Leo's giving her the latte with the I don't want, maybe like along the lines of like, I don't want to hear what you want to order because of the abomination she ordered the first time.
Roll a perception to see if Tome notices that. Yeah, I think he notices your coffee interaction.
Yeah, I think that's definitely enough. Coffee interaction.
Tone voice. Another socially awkward person Leo's bullying. I see.
Yeah, I'm gonna also roll a perception for Crystal, in that she's just taking in the place, seeing if much has changed, and also not so subtly looking over Leo, etc., to see how he's been, if he's eating. That's not a very good perception roll. I mean, it's fine, but still. Average.
Yeah. I will say we can use this because Tome's funny and he blends in very well, but at the same time, that is a 7-foot tall toon, and he is notably it's amazing how he manages to blend into the background so well for someone who's 7 feet tall. But he does um he does he is looking at you considering that interaction, so that probably draws your attention a bit more.
Yeah, I'm imagining like that like screen tilt where it like go pans from one side to the other and then shifts back to the person that's looking at you.
That exactly.
It's just then she's just gonna like stop, look, like meet eye contact, and then like look over her shoulder is like, are you looking at someone behind me? Then back
How
again, no.
awkwardly can Tome hide that he was staring? Oh look, he's suddenly very interested in his coffee again.
Ah, oh
Tome
man.
voice, I can feel the plot. I can sense it. It's gonna make me talk to people.
Yeah, yeah, now I need to figure out how to get the plot to make her talk to people because she doesn't want to interact with people.
All the other seats just suddenly fill up. There's just a wave of people and suddenly every other seat's full.
Yeah, yeah, like
Of just sweat drops.
just the like she starts walking towards the table and then just like shoom and like and everything's filled and she's just like all right, and then walks over and just looks like I'm supposed to be talking to you today.
Oh gosh, my mic's not picking up. It seems the plot has put us across from each other.
Hi, Crystal. And she hold out her hand.
Um, he takes it. Private Investigator Grimtone. I feel like they should both roll either an intelligence or something to connect the dots real quick.
History, yeah, yep.
History. Yes.
Oh, nice.
I know this modifier very well for Tome.
I have a
I
very
hand you a
good
detective with no intelligence.
I have a very good history on her, so even though that was only 11, that's a 19!
I think she noticed. I think she connects she remembers before he does.
Just from the Moria's chat.
I feel like that's probably what gets hits the click and goes, oh, yes. Oh, you recently not joined, but you recently started speaking in there again.
Yes, I was busy. I had been taking a leave of absence from this work.
He gives a nod of understanding. That's quite fair. Like I said before, there's nothing wrong with needing to take a break for yourself.
Yeah, I don't know if I would call it much of a break. I was fairly busy with other stuff, but what can you do?
The plot is cruel.
Yeah, if I ever meet it, they and I are having words.
I would love to meet the plot and have a word.
Yeah.
Tell me if you ever find it.
Oh, I will.
He takes a sip of his coffee.
There's just like the steely expression on her face, like, oh boy, if I ever.
Both of them, do I have some words for the plot?
But I think she will also take a sip of her coffee, and there's just this moment of yeah, no, this tastes pretty good. It's been a while. I had forgotten it actually tasted pretty good. Um, before So, uh, how did you get involved with the cases, aberration cases?
Oh, well, I quite literally tripped by Detective Moria, and well, I found out about the aberration cases and then offered my help. And then I later joined on one of the cases.
That's fair enough. Detective Moria has that ability to just knack of finding people who are useful for the cases, it seems.
He gives a nod. It doesn't help that I was spending more time in Villestown, so it was natural that I would end up coming across her. The plot. The plot's the plot.
It sure is.
Tome Crystal plot. Genre aware tunes who are just a little too tired at this point.
Yeah, just why won't you leave me alone? Because you wouldn't have any character development without me.
Exactly. You need just a little push.
I think she's fallen silent at this point. She doesn't know what to say.
Tome is so awkward. I'm sorry.
They're both so
I love
awkward, it's
Tome
great.
because when he gets really anxious, he'll start rambling, but until then, he's mastered the art of just not saying anything. You know what, Gallery? You joke, Gallery, but do you have, Tome has his pin on. Um, Tome kind of pauses before he blinks and goes, so I'm guessing Leonardo knows you?
Leon, no. Oh, Leon, yes. I've, been here before. I don't know if I made the greatest impression. Apparently my taste in drinks is atrocious.
He gives a little bit of a laugh. Don't don't worry. Leo's told me a couple of horror stories about the uh, painted lady, and I mean, you haven't come up yet, so you must not have been as bad as some of them, because there have been some stories about some just horrible dreams. Mostly one involving a bunny of some sort.
Noted. I am glad that it wasn't so atrocious to make the list of most atrocious drinks or stories ever. That is, pardon me, sorry. Um, that
You're
is,
good.
like, I felt like I needed to burp in the middle of that sentence, and I'm just like, oh.
You're so valid. It's just yeah, no. Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, I shall take that at least as a compliment.
Though now that you've mentioned it, there is a chance Leo will bring it up. Because you know that is how information does tend to happen. It gets mentioned and then suddenly it becomes a running joke.
Mm-hmm. It doesn't help, toony nature in exaggerating that.
Exactly. Gags and tropes and all the like.
Mm-hmm. It is can be infuriating sometimes.
There's a very much deep breath as Tome nods.
Look, tropes can
I
be
look at
funny, but not when you're the butt of them.
I look at Tome's entire character, one of his his original character things, which is just um, I've got to go.
Oh,
I will maybe be back. Sorry.
oh, good.
We can pause real quick.
Yeah, yeah. I'll pause my recording.
You're unpaused.
Yep, mine is recording again, and I can tell because the numbers are changing. Hi, folks.
Same.
Welcome back. We had a bit of a incident. Everything's fine.
We're
We're
all
fine.
good. Don't worry about it.
But we did go for a little bit of an extended break, and can't remember what we were, what happened last.
Um, I think they were just awkwardly. Oh yeah, Tome was about to mention Leo.
Yeah, yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yeah, we had a in real life situation that went on for a while. We luckily remembered the pause of the recording, but yeah. So I say we can just hop back with where Tome.
Yeah, yeah, go for it. We can say that maybe they were
Um
just sitting in silence awkwardly for a little bit.
yeah, that's in character. So Tome kind of pauses as he sits there and he takes a sip of his coffee and he goes, "So I'm guessing you know Leo."
Yes, I actually do remember we did cover this because she said that about her terrible coffee order that he was like, "No, I'm making you
Yes,
something."
I do remember. And then they ended back up as I'm so
Yeah.
sorry, listeners of the future who have like who had like me just suddenly disappear and then come back scrambled. We had like almost 30 minutes of real life pass.
Yeah, yeah. So context, this is why we're not quite this scatterbrained normally.
Yeah, we had an actual like stuff actually happened.
Hmm. Anyway, yes. So Crystal did mention about the food. In fact, I think the last thing that got mentioned was you know, he might bring it up again. Kind of thing, like because these
Yeah,
things become tropes.
that okay, that makes sense. So we can roll with that.
Hmm.
He just kind of goes nods and like, as long as it doesn't become a gag, you should be good.
I hope not. I well, I don't drink coffee a lot, but I do kind of pride myself on my cooking skills. I don't want that to turn into a gag. Thank you very much.
He gives a nod of understanding to that.
uh, how about you? Um, how do you know Leo?
Oh, um, you want an insight?
I shall. Let's see how you do.
Because Tome is trying to figure out how to word this.
Oh well, that tracks. I'm sorry, my girl is not very insightful.
The gallery yelling at him to just say he's your stone. Tome, a Tome who is really bad at any form of admitting he has attachments. You could tell it's a complicated thing, and he's trying to get his words. You could tell there's a story behind that one.
Yeah, there's probably like a brief moment of, oh, uh, sorry, didn't mean to bring up.
No, yeah, you're all good. He is my son.
Oh, oh.
Tone taking another sip of his coffee.
I want to roll something because she's kind of like maybe a perception or investigation. She's like trying to figure out, like looking between Tome and like Leo. Is this a biological one or a adopted one? That kind of thing. Like get a little bit more information. It's not very good. I mean, it's average.
I will say the only thing they have connected is the red hair. Everything else about Tome is very much.
Yeah, yeah. I
you
think.
start to hint. You start to hint that it's actually his biological son, and he starts coughing so badly. And goes, "No, no, no. I'm adopted. No.
Ah, right. Fair enough. Recent development?
Yes.
Well, congratulations.
Oh, thank you. hands you awkward dad. He does not know what to do.
Oh, valid. I think there's another moment where she's like takes a sip, and the awkward silence has the just enough time to settle, and then it's good to know that he has someone to look out for him. Um, I can tell that he doesn't seem to be that the best at looking after himself.
Oh, that is true. Sorry, but
Mild
don't,
understatement,
don't,
since she worked out last time that he was Phantom L and had been shot at. So
yeah, Tome knows about Phantom L. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure that came up because they mentioned that that Leo got shot at, and Tome absolutely lost it.
valid.
um, I love Tome, who's trying his best to figure out how to explain this because it's not like he knows that Crystal right now is assuming he adopted Leo, but he doesn't know how to put in words that Leo just chose him and he didn't get a say in this.
I mean, I no, she's not gonna get with that 9 insight from before.
Yeah, no, you're not gonna get it, but I hand you that's out of character. This is why Tome is such an awkward. I mean, it's because he had no plans of found family anybody, and then Leo came up and said, "Hey, you're our dad now. You don't get a choice."
Oh, incredible.
So he's just kind of. I hand you a very awkward person. Yes, he wanted to found family Camille, but he was too much of a coward. So he does. He does nod and goes. Leo actually has a good number of people looking out for him now. There was a lot more before I even came along.
That's good. Um, I mean, probably not the person in Villestown that I've met that is concerned me the most with the amount of trouble that they get into, but still up there. So nice to know that there's some more people looking out for him. And
Me
hopefully,
realizing who Tome's others. You go. Sorry.
no, no, that was all.
You can tell Tome kind of tilts his head curiously, like who's worse than Leo.
You okay? I probably wouldn't be surprised considering everything. Moria's apprentice, Camille.
1 second. I'm gonna roll a ways real quick. See how badly he chokes on his coffee. He does pretty good. He just kind of stiffens and goes, yes, I would very much know Camille, and I'll let you have another chance at insight.
Thank you. Oh, I. Oh, it's Wes.
Are the dice bullying? Oh, Crystal. No, beloved. Oh, no! It's a nat one! Oh my god! Please reroll because I feel so bad for Crystal right now. Please reroll.
I'm just picturing like he checks on his coffee and she doesn't notice because she's like picked something up off the floor or something like that. Alright, that's better. That's much better.
Yeah, okay, yeah, no, you could tell when you look back up. You see Tome glance at Leo, and you can kind of see that flusteredness again. Yeah, he's really well acquainted with Camille, actually.
There's
It's his other son.
God, there's like a narrowing of her eyes is just the I'm guessing well acquainted with him then based on that reaction.
Well, that would happen to be my other son.
Oh, you poor dear.
You can see the stress in his face.
Oh yeah, there's just this oh my god, you've like ended up with two of the most troublesome people I've met in Villestown as your kids. Well, on the one hand, congrats, and I'm glad there's someone looking out for them. On the other, oh yeah, she feels so bad for you right now.
Look at this poor stressed dad. This tune just radiates the energy of a stressed TM. Yeah, no, I actually knew Camille longer than I knew Leo. That's how I met Leo. Well, I had gone here. I'd known Leo as the barista here, but Camille is. It's a long story. He just rubs a hand through his hair in exhaustion.
Oh,
Tone
there's
voice, tone voice. These two stress me out so much, but I love them.
yeah, there's definitely a look of sympathy from Crystal, like she understands that feeling and just mm, I that's not hugely surprising that I didn't know that they knew each other though. But then again, everyone seems to know each other, so have you considered going on a vacation?
Oh, Tome, who hasn't gone on a vacation in almost 25 years. I mean, we may consider going out of country at some time in the future.
Hmm. For a vacation or for a case?
Tome taking another sip of his coffee.
Crystal's expression is that, yeah, that's what I thought.
You're starting to see how they found family each other.
Look, she is also a complete hypocrite in this matter, but she's not thinking about that right now.
Surprise, they're all disasters.
Well, if you ever do decide, um, Ghibli is really beautiful this time of year and great place to vacation and see sights. Generally, a lot less stressful than Villestown, I've found as well.
He kind of actually smiles at that because I think about how many of his current children and future children are Ghiblian, and he goes, "Yeah, I know some people who would like to go there, so perhaps once our cases calm down, we can take a little vacation." Home internally, how can I afford this? I hand you just a he's just a tune made of stress.
Uh, I don't know if she's noticed that or not.
I'm gonna tell you, your 17 would have caught on that he is just constantly full of stress.
Fair enough. Then,
I love Tome, but his this this is a 7 foot skinny, just it's stress in a line.
oh man.
And the more I put him in AI, the more stressed he gets.
God, are you going to tackle this tactfully or no? Let's roll a d2, I think. No, she's not handling this tactfully.
Ah, yes. We come to the server of 40 chesters, and then we have a person who doesn't 40 chess, and all of their plans are ruined.
There's just this moment of like, looked like she was gonna say something else about like Ghibli, and then like kind of notices that, that Tome is still stressing, and then picks up the impression that he's kind of always stressing. And I don't mean to be rude, but have you considered therapy?
Excuse me? Home choking on his coffee.
Well, I mean, you seem to be very stressed, and
Oh,
therapists can be good for that. Or at the very least, they might be able to point you in a in to someone who can help with that.
oh no, I'm quite all right. No, sorry I gave you that impression.
Oh, well, my bad for making assumptions, but it. Mm, sorry, it's uh. There are a lot of people I meet who could do with therapy. It is kind of a go-to for me.
He nods, and he kind of gives a little head tilt. I know a couple of people who probably need it.
Crystal thinking about the fact that Leo mentioned that he got shot at, nodding.
Home going through both of his sons, all of his sons' brothers, their friends, even if they don't admit it, probably Detective Moria, Azumi for sure. Like he's just going through the whole list of every person he's met in AI so far, and including those outside of AI, and he's just like, yep, yep. He's not saying this out loud, but mentally in his head, he's just going, everyone I know needs therapy at this point.
Yeah, yeah.
It's almost like the plot in my server is very angsty, full of murders.
Murderers and detectors and both. Oh my. Uh, but I think she nods at that, and then kind of a little bit of a thinking whether or not she wants to say it or not, and then a bit of a sigh and well, I mean, I there's no judgment when I say that about therapy. I'm looking for one myself, so if I do find a good one, I can let you know.
He gives a nod, and you can tell that he actually is grateful for that. Thank you, and I hope you find a good one.
Thanks. Yeah, lot to unpack.
Tome just nods and takes a sip of his coffee. I love
Valid.
Tome, who I can use the trope of the endless coffee.
Yeah, yeah, it's just like awkward silence because Crystal's not elaborating on that because personal information.
Yeah, Tome's not. He's an investigator. He may be curious, but he also knows the importance of not sharing facts.
Yeah, he is welcome to do an investigation or insight or anything like that if he would like to see you pick up like more
He's
information.
going to do an insight, but more in the are you currently safe?
I mean, 21.
Hi,
um,
welcome to AI. We have horrible modifiers.
um, yeah, I mean, I can give you a couple of things for that. One, yeah, saying about it being very stressful time and stuff. So with what context you have picked up from her, especially with her saying she'd been on break for a while, that um she does look a bit tired and looks like it was a very stressful time, but it does seem to be past tense. Like there's still the repercussions and everything that she's dealing with at the moment, but that's at least an upward trajectory, not a downward trajectory anymore. Um, the other thing I will give, even though that was an insight, just because you said that he was checking that she was safe, is that and it was an insight, but it was a very good insight and not a perception. But
Like, if you want, I can roll perception for him.
I mean, I don't mind. Yeah, roll perception. Oh wow. Okay, that's a 28.
Hi! This is this is my character, Private Investigator Grim Tome, who's known for his insight and perception, so I always will take a chance to roll those.
Fair enough. All right. Well, the other thing I will give you with the perception is one, she looks a bit tired. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and two, with that 28, you will notice that when like she's picking up her cup to like drink, her sleeves, she's wearing gloves and long sleeves, but when her arms lift up, they're pulling back ever so slightly to show that she's got like scarring on her arms.
Tome just kind of frowns, but he doesn't say anything. That's not his information to pry, but he very much takes notes of that and just looks a little solemnly. But he can tell that, like you said, it's in the past, and well, at least she's safe now.
Mm.
It's not his business. However, he does kind of just nod and goes, well, I will let you know if you ever do need help in the future for any reason. You can let me know. I do my best to try and help out where I can.
I think there's like a bit of a like blink, blink. Ah, thank you. Um, that's yeah. It's nice to know that there are people I can go to for help.
He gives like a little nod of gentle encouragement.
I will say with that insight that he will also probably catch the not used to asking for help kind of expression that crossed her face before she answered with that like um yeah.
Yeah, Tome can understand that. He's not going to judge. Looks at most of his previous FPSs. Yeah, he is in no room to judge.
Valid. This server is also made up of people who don't know how to ask for help.
Not at all.
Except for Moria, because Moria is the only sane one amongst this bunch.
Moria keeps all of the brain cells of the entire server.
Bless her.
I will say, the moment she started talking about her more personal life, Tome probably would have put his pen away. Because he respects others. The
Aww.
gallery knows almost everything about him already, but he does, whenever other people start to talk about their personal life, he does try to always put the pin in the hammer space.
Aww. Can I roll a perception for that?
You can.
Nope. That is a 9.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah. Yeah, no.
Nope.
I look at his. Yeah, no.
She did not notice a thing. Nothing's wrong here.
Which is not bad. It's nice to know that it's less stress.
Hmm. Fair enough. Hmm.
Hmm. What happens now?
They sit in silence.
I can just imagine Leo in the corner, just looking in such disappointment.
Yeah, I'm just imagining like the arm motions of like, oh come on.
Leo voice, I almost got two people to actually socially interact, and they're just sitting there. Leo voice, I want my dad to make friends.
I mean,
I mean,
they're, they're not friends.
yeah, they're just socially awkward and not good at this. Leo slamming down. Talk. I'm not gonna stop you.
I'm not gonna stop you either. That would be funny.
You need to stop offering these things, Marzi, and expecting us to say no.
It's me, your boy, and this is another tally on the Leo has the most cameos in AI, baby.
I think in any server.
Yeah, just be glad I don't tally this stuff anymore.
Oh.
Leo Layton, 50 cameos.
You might even be getting close to the record of most cameoed person before that, which was the engineer, and that's only due to the Never-Ending Train, where Mod's announcement got played for like half of those episodes at the beginning or halfway through them.
I'm winning. Anywhoosies.
Considering I'm pretty sure almost all AI FPSs at this point either take place at the Painted Lady or reference Leo in some way. I would not be surprised if you take over.
I win. Anyway.
Yes. Anyways.
Yeah, with Leo likes to keep an eye on people that he knows that walk into the Painted Lady because he works here, and if it's someone he knows, he's like, you know what? I commit insurance fraud. I have the money to buy snacks for people I know.
That
And
sentence for those who don't have any context for Leo's character arc.
listen, he didn't commit insurance fraud on purpose. Anyway. And he was really happy when the plot decided, you know what? Yeah, Dr. Everlight and his dad are gonna sit together and have a chat. And then as he was watching, he kind of hit him that, oh yeah, these are also probably the most awkward and not very social people he knows. So time to break the ice with some cake.
Leo voice, it's my turn to be the brother who forces my family to socially interact and form bonds.
What's this? You thought it was the plot pushing you together? No, it's me. Be friends.
The truth comes out. Leo is in cahoots with the plot.
Leo is the plot now. Surprise. He's a god.
Surprise.
Anyway. Yeah. Leo, pleasant customer service smile on his face, and as he walks over with a tray of two very generous slices of cake, just very gently sets them on the table, and is just, yeah, these are for you two. I noticed you were talking. Dad, I hope you're not saying embarrassing things about me.
Not yet.
Yet?
There is a very pointed look. I'm gonna roll insight to see if Tome can realize what Leo's pulling on him.
Yeah, Leo will get a thank you, Leo. It's good to see you.
It's good to see you too, Doctor. I hope my darling dad isn't being super embarrassing and weird.
Weird? There
Yes,
is a
weird.
cough.
No, he's been excellent company. I hope you haven't been causing too much trouble for him.
Me? Never.
I'm having to literally cover his mouth with quite the snort.
I have never caused trouble ever in my life.
There is a raised eyebrow and the so still going on nightly excursions.
Tom chokes. I'm sorry. I'm not even roll whiz. Tom just straight up starts. He was probably starting to take a bite of his cake, and he straight up just starts choking in the corner.
That's right. You both know about my moonlight activities.
Mm-hmm. Do you get the disappointed
Anyway.
dad look again?
Anyway, enjoy that cake. If you want a refill, just let me know. I'm still on the clock. I should go.
When are you taking a break?
Can't talk now. I gotta get back to work. Bye.
That's what I thought. Very much get a pointed look of we will be discussing this later. Or I will let Camille loose on you.
There's a moment where Crystal is just like watching a shake, and then So, you're his dad. You are aware he got shot at once, right?
Yes, they told me about that very recently.
Please tell me he hasn't had that happen to him again.
Tome looks at you with the most stressed, exasperated look, and he's very obviously. I haven't known since. I cannot emphasize the recent.
And there's just a groan, and just she puts her head in her hands, like,
So next time it happens, I will be there, whether or not he likes it.
Good. Good. There's far too many child protagonists running around this town.
Tome nodding. Tome, he's got two already adopted, and another one who he's supposed to adopt, and multiple others who he's slowly adopting through the power of brothers of Leo and Camille. He's just becoming the protagonist dad, and there's just a little nod of, oh, there's so many here.
And yeah, don't be afraid to ask for help either. Like, I know it must be stressful.
You want to do one more insight, see if you can get a little higher?
Sure.
If not,
Sounds
roll
good.
the 17.
Yeah, I'm going with that 17 because that was a 7.
Okay, Tome, I need you to drop on that deception for me. I'm ignoring this roll. There we go. I am the player, and I can ignore you for the sake of character development.
Yes.
You can tell Tome also when he gives like a little nod and goes, yes, of course. You recognize that look. That is also I don't ask people for help normally look.
Mm. Yeah. Yeah, I think she is going to comment on that. Just sort of like take a moment to think about what she's saying before I know it isn't always easy asking for help, but take it from someone who knows. Sometimes it's better to ask for help when you need it than to try and solve everything by yourself. Otherwise, things could end up worse.
Tome is quiet for a moment before he just takes a sip of his coffee and takes a small bite. I have been having a lot of people tell me that recently, so it must be true.
It's not an easy thing to come to the conclusion of, but far better to have it be on your own terms than from a bad experience.
He gives a nod. And you actually see him look at Leo, and you could tell there's a reason he's trying to do better.
Oh.
He's got stuff he can lose now.
Oh. I do think she will comment on that with pardon me. He's lucky to have you.
Oh, thank you. Better roll something real quick.
What
Yeah,
was
you need
that?
a nat 20 to beat that.
Should I go for it?
You could go for it.
Oh my god, you're not gonna believe this.
No way!
I can take a picture of it if you want.
Holy sh! If I had a nickel for every time Tome tried to angst me, and then hide it, and then a nat 20. Gosh. Okay. You can tell. Well, we're getting to our angst. You can tell that Tome doesn't agree with that statement.
Oh. Give me a moment. I'm just I have taken a picture and I'm putting it in the gallery in the roll zone as proof that I rolled that nat 20.
I believe you, beloved.
I know, but I still want to put it in there as proof that
Yes.
it happened.
Let us see the pretty shiny dice.
Yeet.
We like to see. Look at that. Yes. We love seeing 20s.
Yes. It's so good. How do you respond to this? It's obvious you care about him, about both of them a lot, and you're going to do your best to look after him, and that goes a long way. Don't sell yourself short. You'd be surprised how often that's not the case.
Tome is quiet as he blinks at that. Before he just gives a small, oh, it's a little sad smile. Let's hope it's enough.
It won't necessarily mean that nothing will go wrong, but it'll be enough for them. And I'm sure they'd tell you the same.
I like to think they would.
I mean, you should always ask them.
You go. Tome, who 40 chesses everything. He kind of just laughs and goes, we'd have to see how that works. I know one of us for sure talking's not the easiest.
Would you like to roll an insight?
Yes. Kirby hands it any chance to roll insight.
Oh wow, yep. No, there's definitely a little bit of a wince there as she can relate to the not very good at talking to people, and that might have come to bite her on the ass a couple of times recently.
Boys, I don't like it when other people show that what I'm doing is not smart. It means I have to have character development. I don't want to have character development. I am quite content being my sad self. Tone voice, everyone here is making me be healthy. It is horrible. It is unforgivable.
Yes, good. Character development into a healthy state of being.
Tome just kind of is. He just looks at you and there's just a quiet bit of understanding. That, you know, that silent communication?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Tome does a lot of that. Just that look of understanding.
Yeah. I think there's also he will get a level of like this is fairly fresh for her, and it's something that she's still grappling with, but there is also this desire of like I don't want other people to have to go through and learn things the hard way like I did.
No, Tome can definitely understand that. I look at his most recent conversation with Juby, where he was doing the same thing, trying to get Juby to not repeat his. He's a hypocrite, okay?
They're all hypocrites.
They're all hypocrites here. And all of them. Here's some advice on how to get better. I will not be following it, but here's some advice. Tome voice, I have been cornered. I have been attacked. I have no words. I have been read by a book. Leo is here, so I can't even be sad. 'Cause I gotta be happy dad for Leo.
There's I think Crystal is just like pointedly eating her cake now and just being like, all right, that was enough raw heart to heart time for
Yeah. Both of them. Ah, yes, cake. We're gonna distract ourselves now.
Leo being like, this was not what it was supposed to do.
Both of them, I talked to people and I had trauma dumps. We don't like this.
Yep.
Both of them, this is why I don't socialize.
Fantastic. I love that.
I love not even like on bad terms. They're both so socially awkward that they're like, nope, nope. Like they've ended up on good terms. They've exchanged information, but they're both just so socially awkward. They're like, nope, no more talking. I might expose that I have like sadness inside of me, that I am not perfect, and like that cannot be risked right now. I must stay strong and completely.
Yeah, I have too much emotional baggage that I don't want to unpack right now because we're in a public space and have only just met.
This is suddenly not a safe space.
This is fine. They're fine, I say, knowing it's not true.
Leo glancing over and seeing just the air around them is just like heavier, and his Tome is doing that. I almost info dumped again. Look.
I'm just imagining Leo with the like again the big arm gestures of like, why?
Leo texting Camille. Camille, you don't understand what I'm having to go through at job right now. I found another adult that dad could talk to, and they're not talking a lot. How do you do this? How do you make them interact?
I mean, Camille has the benefit of being a ostensibly adorable 6-year-old who doesn't like talking about himself, so thus everyone talks about him.
Candle voice, piss, 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 so many cameos.
Someone needs to come in and save these two awkward beings.
This is just becoming Tone's sons bully him into forming friendship. This is just becoming. We put the gallery away so that like Crystal wouldn't like be. Old Split, you're so valid. So that Crystal's information would be presented, and then
Whoop! You.
I just saw Marzi. No, that was me choking in real life.
Are you okay?
I saw Marzi crack knuckles. Marzi voice, if Camille can't do it, I'll do it myself.
Getting them to info dump. Yeah. What's gonna nudge them over the edge into info dumping on these other people, considering that neither of them are the type that pry into other people's personal information?
I don't like that. For the future listeners, Marzi just smiled.
Mm-hmm. You know that.
I not want to smile. You don't like it when your older sib smiles. Fuck
That
that.
that is a different kind of smile.
It's that smile, that text smile that says "I am bringing trouble."
Me,
especially considering
never.
right after that, Fletcher went. Leo got tips, so I can tell you two were scheming.
I have actually just been playing Ni no Kuni this entire time.
You were valid.
Not a single message has exchanged between us. I've just been playing video games.
You guys are you just like to be menaces.
We're drift compatible.
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry about it. But yeah, psychic link. Leo sees that it worked for a second, and then it went into not very fun info dump area. So you know what? It's time to talk about something else.
Leo voice, do I have to do all of this?
Leo voice, God, I can't believe I'm the only person in my family who doesn't play 4D chess. And he knows because this is plot related, they have infinite coffee probably, but I mean, Leo makes great coffee. And also
Oh, he
Tome
goes
got
to
a
take a
black coffee.
sip. Yeah.
And
You
Leo
go.
cannot stand by that decision.
I love the idea of Tome getting right before Leo's shift so he can get his endless black coffee, and then Leo asking what Tome ordered, and one of his coworkers going just a straight black coffee, and Leo just looking over with the most betrayed look.
Wants to show his dad the latte art he can do, which is what he's gonna do now. Because even if you have infinite coffee, you are gonna mess up that latte art.
Yeah.
And Leo will bully his dad into looking at his latte art.
I like to imagine Leo walks over, and right as he does, Tome locks eyes on the coffee stuff, and then he hears a slurp, and he's like, "Oh, there went my coffee." And there's just the tired sigh of, "Oh, the plot."
Tome sees Leo approaching, like with the tray, and yeah, his cup is empty. He's just like, "Oh no."
He just puts it to the side in defeat.
I'm gonna roll a perception for Crystal, see if she's noticed any of this.
Please.
That's a 9. Well, it's a 4 plus a 5, so that's a 9 total. No, she has
That's hilarious.
Love it.
She's like, oh, my coffee is empty.
My coffee's empty. That's weird. Oh well.
Crystal voice, do I get to leave now?
As Crystal realizes that no, she does not get to leave because Leo is here with a refill. Two lattes. As he very gently sets the tray down, smile on his face. So I've noticed you've both run out of drink there.
Yes, we did.
Yes, but you don't have to. The one was fine. You didn't have to bring more.
No. If Dad doesn't have company with him to drink this latte, he won't drink it, and it'll make me very sad because he only drinks black coffee.
Leo, we've discussed this.
I make good
You
latte art.
Leonardo, you make the best latte art, but tropes and the Tome voice. I'm not. Tome is giving him a look because there is another reason, but Tome refuses to say that out loud in front of the stranger, which is black coffee's the cheapest.
Leo's just standing there, like has the fucking energy of a wet cat. He's just he whimper.
Leonardo, please.
Crystal is not laughing into her coffee. Definitely not.
Leonardo.
Crystal has a younger sibling. Crystal knows how this goes.
Yeah. It's just I don't think you're winning this one.
I never do.
I made you a coffee.
Oh, no, and I'm very happy for it. Put it down, Leo.
You never let me make you coffee.
No. I get here before you normally do.
Because you know when I work and you don't want my coffee.
No, okay, I'm so sorry, Marzi. You've made the muse act up. Tome is standing up to gently cup Leo's face. You made the dad instincts kick in.
I hand you as soon as Tome stands up and like very gently holds Leo's face, the tears are gone and it's like, oh hi.
1 second. Just see how long it takes him.
Dirty 20.
There is a beat, and then he sighs. Leonardo, please don't keep doing this to me.
You gonna drink my coffee?
I was gonna drink your coffee either way.
Nice.
Tome just takes the coffee and sits down in such defeat.
Crystal just looks between the two of them and then, oh, he has you wrapped around his finger.
He I simply don't want him to be upset for a reason that does not exist.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, Leo is just like preening over this. Is like, oh yeah, I'm just naturally charming and charismatic and so very lovable.
Oh, hush you. Suppose be glad he hasn't learned the puppy dog eyes yet.
Oh no, he has. I can't tell if that was Tome or me. It was felt through both of us.
Leo just smiles.
Oh,
so very innocently.
Then you're doomed. Sorry.
Oh, thank you for the encouragement. I think if I've survived Camille, I can survive Leo.
Incorrect.
Oh.
Cammy doesn't cry as easily as I do.
Leonardo, please don't start crying.
He just smiles at you.
Are you threatening me right now with tears?
In a public area, in my place of employ? I would never.
Leonardo, you cried here in front of me before.
Shouldn't you be getting back to work?
Yes, unless you're planning on taking a break.
Do you want me to take my break?
Well, yes, I want you to take a break. I'll tell Camille.
He's not here right now, is he?
Okay. First of all, Leonardo, really, the attitude. You're 17, please.
I am 17. This is what we do.
Leo, please. I'm so sorry to Crystal who's having to witness this.
Leo's having a great time.
Look, her sister is 8 years younger than her. She practically raised her, and she currently has a cousin.
Crystal voice, this is actually quite entertaining. I think I'm going to enjoy my coffee now.
Yeah. Crystal voice, man, am I glad the kids I know aren't teenagers.
Yep.
Yes, I do want you to take a break.
Then maybe I will.
You're welcome to join us if you'd like.
There's a nod.
Grand, because that's what I was planning on doing, and he sits down.
Surprise 3-way FPS.
Surprise! We've got
surprise. I've taken over your FPS.
Do you ever cameo so hard that you end up a third member?
Listen,
someone had to keep these two talking.
This is not the first time I've heard a cameo character become part of an FPS. And someone definitely needed to save these two awkward beings from the awkwardness of themselves.
Yeah. We've got the time, and let's be honest, these two did not have the ability to speak.
And Leo, I was not, it wasn't just empty bragging when he says that he's extremely charismatic. He's a bard for a reason.
Leo voice, Camille told me what to do, and now I must prove that I can do it.
God.
Just imagining, like, Leo with his phone under the table, texting Camille.
Yeah. And but yeah, he very quickly shoots off that text and then just elbows on the table, chin hands. So
what?
man, adult conversations are really boring.
I'm not boring.
Tome, who's not going to argue to me, go Tome voice, I don't have to have an argument to that. He's self-aware.
Crystal is not.
Leo just leans back in his seat, does that teenager thing of like actually only balancing on the back legs.
Please don't fall.
I'm not gonna fall.
If you fall, I'm telling Timmy. Yes, Camille told me about Timmy.
I hope you know about Timmy. He kind of lives with me.
I haven't run into, Juby mentioned Timmy. We're getting off topic. I haven't interacted with him yet. But he does give away, but we're getting off topic.
Anyway,
the point still stands. I will tell your brothers.
I am super dexterous and amazing, and I will not fall out of my chair. Thank you very much.
Please just don't get hurt.
I know we probably told you about how I was a super sick kid, but I'm not that fragile.
Tome voice, I am stressed. You are stressing me. Tome just kind of gives a quiet sigh and goes, yes, sorry, I understand.
You have triggered Crystal's I guess parental instincts or like medical instincts. Hold on one
That
moment.
was kind of his intent. Just a bit.
A little shit.
Leo voice, I know what they have in common. Me. Crystal studies rare illnesses. Tome unknowingly has one and has a son who has one.
I love the cough for that face.
All right, I'm back. I am rolling for Crystal. I'm rolling her a medicine. Crystal, that is not very good. I mean, it's.
I mean,
guys are bullying you.
Maybe I should.
They
Use dice
are, but a 15 is pretty okay.
Try the Augury, or however we pronounce it.
Oh no, Candle's been rolling physical, so you can try either Audrey or Parser.
Oh my gosh!
Worse.
No.
Use Aubrey. Hang on, try
Please.
Aubrey. What's that one? I don't know the
exclamation point roll space d20
plus your modifier.
Yeah.
Is it
like damn?
Just
here go. It's
exclamation point roll no spaces and then after that space d20 plus 8.
Here you go, like that.
Ah, cool.
There
you go.
That's better.
I see Fletcher typing.
I'm like, we all see typing and just got really quiet.
Give us your secrets, Fletcher.
Give us your secrets or tell us what we need to not do.
Okay.
Okay, that's fair. All of us going, is there secrets or something we can't say?
So is this a medicine check just to look him over or to figure out what is up with him, or?
Yes, that is exactly what it is.
Candle?
Oh, did that not
come
through?
Nope.
Can you hear me? Hold on one moment.
Hello, there you are.
Alright, yeah. Sorry about that.
Much better.
Did you, how much of that did you catch?
None.
Alright. That was a medicine. She is definitely checking him over to see if he is okay.
I mean, like, he is fine. He's always usually just a little tired. But that's because I mean, his appetite is always shot and has been shot since he was a kid, so he doesn't eat much. Still skinny since the last time that Crystal saw him, which, I mean, she knows he's Phantomel, so that's not, like, the best thing.
Yeah, just the narrowing of the eyes of like, you better be self-caring.
Leo pointedly looking away.
Looking him in the eye.
Anyway, there's something you have in common. Doctor, you study rare illnesses and other things like that. Dad, you have me.
Tome just kind of blinking at that. I don't think that's exactly how you would connect those, but I see what you're trying to do. You're not very subtle about it, though.
I've never been subtle in my life.
There's a little pause.
Oh.
I love how this really is just Leo has to bully his dad
into making friends. Fletcher.
Tome voice, when'd you get one of those?
When'd you get that? Leo voice, I was born with it, thanks.
I think it came up in one of their conversations.
Probably. I don't remember if they went into detail. This pause. Welcome, what's a good commercial?
Something involving Leo. He's selling Phantomel plushies.
Oh my god. Hey there, Villestown locals. Yeah, everyone knows about Phantomel. The most well-known famous phantom thief in Villestown. I can't keep doing that. I'm not good at
I got you.
improv.
I got you. Hi, this is Timmy Yukon, one of your favorite members of the entire Villestown, and I'm here to talk about the newest hot product, which is dropping right here. I'm here to tell you about the wonderful, the amazing, the incredible
Lord.
Phantomel plushie.
Hi, I'm back.
The
Sorry.
orb is for. Hi. Wait, Leo's here. Scatter! Timmy sprints off screen.
We were running a commercial while you were gone.
Sorry. My housemate needed to reset the router. They might need to do it
Oh, no,
again.
you're all good.
So if I drop out, that's
Fair.
why.
That's so fair. We will use your recording because you've been a little poppy on mine anyways, so I'll give you the backup.
Cool. Yeah, that might work out well because I don't know if yours has the fire alarm, but mine does not.
Yeah, mine has the fire alarm.
Whoa.
Yeah, maybe save some people's ears.
Which, for future listeners, here's a surprise event that happened earlier.
Yep, it's fine. Everyone's fine. Anyway,
It's fine. We're fine.
Yes,
Yeah.
Leo was hinting to Tome about something after Crystal rolled a really good medicine.
Yes. Yeah, Leo just casually leaning back in his chair. It's like, yeah, you know, rare illnesses. Hello?
I don't like where this is going.
I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying to figure out what Tome would say because all of Tome is handing me is it's the same thing that happened with Juby, which is the more he's been hanging out with the boys, the more they've slowly started to like reveal that he does have a bit of like a bastard side. Because all he's handing me is sitting back and going, "Okay, Leo." Like he doesn't say this, but his look being very much of, "Okay, Leo, you want to talk? You can start talking." One of those try me. Which I love this just slow reveal of his character.
Leo looks at Tome and sees that look and then looks at Crystal.
who looks very much unimpressed because the word special medical problem has come up, and she's just like, God damn it, not another one.
Leo slowly sitting forward again, so all 4 feet of the chair on the ground, just quietly. Oh, this is no longer a safe space.
Leonardo. It is not my room to speak on the matter.
Alright, 1 moment, I'm going again.
Uses this time to continue playing video games.
There is a pause before suddenly Timmy is sliding back in. As I was saying to our wonderful dear future listeners, I am Timmy Yukon, and I'm here to present to you the Phantom L plush. Now you need to understand about this Phantom L plush. It is amazing. It is incredible. It is very tiny, so it's life size, and is wonderful for things like dog chew toys.
Bitch.
Even Squeak.
Okay, that should hopefully
it's-
have been settled and should not be an issue anymore.
Matter. Timmy sprints off screen.
I'm sorry, I keep interrupting the advertisement for the
No,
Leo
you're
plush.
good.
No, you're good.
The Phantom L
It's
plush,
really
not the Leo plush.
funny.
Who is Leo?
Who the fuck is Leo?
Yeah, no, it's all right. The commercial breaks more of just us improving to make people laugh and make each other laugh, and they're very good for angst FPSs,
Yeah.
which I can sense coming. Looks at what Leo did.
Leo voice. Oh no, the consequences of my actions.
I mean, yeah, I would think Leo knows the consequences of what his actions could lead to, considering he is the one who connected the dots before.
Leo just kind of coughs into a closed fist and is like, yeah, no, this is no longer a safe space.
If you move, Crystal is not going to let you leave the table. She's like, the look she is giving you is spill now.
You start to shift, and Tome, without missing a beat, goes, "Your break's not over yet."
Yeah, like Tome sees that Leo had tried to very like quietly scoot his chair a little so he could make a break for it.
Leo, I'm afraid your break's not over.
Hmm.
Stay right here.
Grand.
Dr. Crystal, you had something to say, actually?
I mean, I believe you're aware that my specialty is in identification and mitigation of magical afflictions. So, particularly those of the rare nature. So, the fact that this is not something I'm aware about is concerning me. But of course, I cannot do anything if I do not have your permission.
I guess there's no harm in at least telling you about it. Because, I mean, I can say right now, being here in Eichel has already made it, like, way better than it was.
Her
Worry
fingers.
Tome noises.
Her fingers actually are twitching a little bit, and yeah, I do think she's going to reach into her hammer space, and yep, that's not a one. She's going to pull out her notebook.
Crystal voice, I want to examine you under a microscope.
She wants to make sure
You
you're
know what?
okay.
Tome's not arguing to this. Leo doesn't self-care enough. He's actually a little smug right now.
Yeah, congratulations, Crystal, on being technically the first doctor Leo has spoken to about his health and well-being in 4 years.
Oof.
Tome, who knows Leo, came over here to try to get Tome to talk. Tome just kind of smiling. Takes a sip of his latte.
Crystal is writing everything down. She is writing. I don't know if Leo or Tome want to like roll a perception to see what she's writing down.
Oh, well, that's his son.
Perception.
Oof. Beloved.
It's not bad. It's still 16. 15 and a 16. There's probably some medical
Damn.
jargon in there that you can't quite pass either of you, but you will definitely see.
Can I ask for advantage considering Leo literally grew up in hospitals being told about what he has?
Yeah, go for it.
Sadly, Tome's science focus is
What the fuck? This is literally his rare disease.
I mean, maybe it's upside down or something. And she hasn't gotten to the disease yet, so mostly it's just notes about age, weight, like half tune, well, you know, like relative build. The fact that that he doesn't seem to be eating enough and seems to be tired, you know, like as well as just like what he's said so far, but she doesn't have enough information yet to know what he had.
I'm sorry, I'm sitting here giggling over the age 17 years race. Half real kind human, half Toonkind, Ghiblian, weight, small. Not enough.
Not enough.
He doesn't eat enough. Tome
Yeah.
gets to that and just nods quietly.
Yeah, Leo's just, pretty obvious. I'm half Toon. And half human, real kind. And I sure definitely was not born in Inkwell.
Can I roll something to figure out where he's going with this?
Yes.
Would you...
Probably medicine?
Medicine? Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's not a good sound.
Oh my god. Fletcher as co-holder of the lore. Since Crystal especially with her specialty in like rare magical afflictions. Grand having my co-lore holder in the audience.
Yeah.
I love you, Fletcher.
Fun.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So yeah, it very quick the numbers really quickly add up in Crystal's head. Half real kind, half Toon, born outside of Inkwell, where inspiration is strongest.
Yeah, there's probably a reason that she's like from her own story, like own lore and stuff. Why she has a bit of a specialty in magical deficiencies and stuff like that.
Yeah, so this would be something that Crystal is familiar with, as Leo is like, yeah, I was born in an all real kind country.
I think, yeah, she maybe pauses and you're lacking in inspiration.
Yeah, it was the doctor said it's called inspiration deficiency because I am half Toon and I was born in an all real kind country.
Right. Yes, that, I mean, not common. Very much so.
Yeah.
You said you've been doing better in Inkwell?
Yeah, it was really easy to catch on because I was so young. Me and my my brother. And yeah, once it was kind of found out what we had, we came to Inkwell pretty fast.
And your brother, does he show signs of the same thing?
He did not as much as I did. Leo out of character, just Leo like, okay, he's supposed to be dead. but also he's not dead. But also I can't let Crystal know that.
Tome's gonna interject because I feel like let me roll a deception real quick to see how well Tome can do this. I'll roll with it. Tome realizing that he will get too flustered and will start rambling. It's just very blunt, very quick, and goes, his brother's no longer with us.
Oh, yeah, there's a pause and oh, I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
I'm giving Leo a look like watch your tense, don't be too awkward.
Yeah, Leo's just it's okay. I have been dealing with it, and I'm doing a lot better than I was. But yeah, he was always the stronger of us when it came to inspiration, when the whole inspiration deficiency.
Right.
Yeah, I was the sicker twin.
I'm sorry to ask this, but his passing, did it have to do with the inspiration deficiency or not?
No, he and our mom were detectives.
Ah, okay. I apologize. I'm not meaning to pry, but if I do know some people who have the inspiration deficiency has been terminal, and if I guess I just wanted to check that wasn't a likelihood.
Leo gives a very serious nod and is like, yeah, no, not, I mean, like I said, I'm definitely doing better. I remember we found out it got to me the most because between me and Sen, I was definitely the more magical inclined.
Right.
And,
that makes sense.
Yeah. But, yeah. Lots of time in the hospital.
She's nodding along like, yeah, this is pretty standard. Like, not fun, but standard. I think she's going to follow up that with and when was the last time you had your inspiration levels checked?
Looks up at Leo. There's a sigh. Soon. And then a very pointed look. Because this person just said it could be terminal. And so Tome is giving Leo a very pointed look that is no joking, nothing. It is a very serious, we will be checking soon.
Well, I guess this is how. Oh, fuck, wait for that. Inmate's a part of Jade's thing. This could have been the reason that Leo sees inmate.
Oh, fantastic. Yeah, I think Leo gives him a pointed look and Leo, I know it's not fun, but this is something you should get checked at least semi-regularly. Even if things have been better in Inkwell, it's good to keep an eye on it in case something goes wrong.
Leo just kind of makes a face out of the table and's like, it's not like I've had the time to.
Then we will make time.
Leo just looks up at Tome with like a really huffy pout.
Leonardo. And Tome is giving you a very serious look.
Oh, I don't like the lines that Leo is handing me. Like, damn, boy, you're gonna info dump like that on Crystal. This is the second time you've ever seen each other. Oh yeah, that's right. Leo did technically.
Tome, I don't think you realized what had happened before.
That's right. Leo's inspiration deficiency technically was lethal and terrible, and he did technically die to it once. But we don't have to tell them that.
No.
Yeah, I think Tome will actually have a crisis.
Yeah, no, Crystal and Tome don't need to know that part.
Hmm.
It's not like Leo remembers it. He did get better.
Actually,
I
does
just simply hand.
you go?
You go.
I was just gonna say, would Leo like to roll a insight on Crystal?
Ooh, what's Leo's insight? Everyone in this family is a fucked up insight.
They all 40 chess each other.
Leo does it. He's like the.
Yes, but he has to get better with this one.
That's true.
Anyway, Specs, what did you want to say before I elaborate on
I was
that?
just gonna say, Leo is not even. I'm not gonna even make you insight. Leo is just getting such a worried dad look from Tome.
You know, you said Tome was patting Leo's hand earlier. Now Leo's patting his like, Dad, I'm fine.
He's giving you his worried look. You know the worried Tome look where it's just like big eyes, just like you could tell, like his eyes have lost just a slight bit of color from just the amount of worry he's feeling right now.
Leo's just like patting Tome's like hand and giving him like a small tug on his arm. It's like, Dad, you know about my moonlight activities. I'm literally fine. I run around all the time.
It could. Just check, please.
Better safe than sorry. And I will say with that 17 on insight, Leo's gonna get that like Crystal understands that it's not fun, but also there is like this level of serious of you need to get it checked kind of thing and kept up to date, because maybe there's a level of she had mentioned before that she'd seen something like things like this be terminal, and you get the impression that maybe that's not as a result of her job and more of a personal thing.
Leo kind of sinks a little in his chair. And do you go on a ramble, my dearest? He's just nervously like one hand's still kind of holding on the tomes and the other one's like flying around as he talks, and it's like, I mean, I'm fine. It's been 4 years since the last time I got checked out. What? This is no longer a safe space. This is no longer a safe space.
4 years?
Leo, you need to be more careful. There are people who care about you, and even if you think you're okay, it's still important to check these things, just in case. Sometimes, by the time you can tell something is wrong, it is too late.
Leo's shoulders kind of hunch and he pulls his hand back and like crosses his arms a little tight, and he's like, I know that. It's hard to set up appointments when you're 13 and freshly orphaned.
Yeah, I imagine so.
Hey,
but you're not that now.
Did Tome know beforehand how early Leo got orphaned?
Shit. Well, I rolled a 1 on that D2, so this tracks.
Crystal's like, we'll unpack that later. Right now, I'm doing what I can at the moment.
How long does it take you to connect the dots? I'm gonna make an insight. No, we'll do an intelligence. I will see. Nope, he is in denial. He is in denial. Leo just looks over, and Leo can tell that he said something that made Tome's brain go, but Tome seems to be distracted trying to process it. He's trying to connect the dots.
Oh.
Oh, beloved.
Because Sam didn't die at 13.
Yeah, no. Sam died at 16.
Yeah, but Leo says recently orphaned. And so if Leo didn't have his mom, then that meant his dad. But if he was orphaned, that means he had no dad. And there's just the really slow connecting of the dots. He might figure it out later. I might roll an intelligence later to see if he does. But right now, Tome is just kind of in the corner, very slowly connecting some dots.
The cogs are turning.
God.
Leo voice, why do I suddenly hear boss music?
Okay, so on the one hand, like, Crystal does not have enough context to be able to put any of this stuff together. And on the other, as much as, like, he did just mention, yeah, I was orphaned at 13, she's kind of, in her line of work, this is not actually the worst thing that she's heard from people that she's talked to. So there's this level of, unpack that later. Right now, I need to be professional.
Crystal
Old
is
Crystal.
this girl boss at but neatly putting things away for later.
Yeah.
Crystal's keeping it together so that Tome can lose it.
Hey, look, it's not personal to her because she does know them, but it's not her friends and family that she's known for years and years and years, so she can be professional.
Nods.
Cock's gun. They will be friends.
Yes.
I suppose I should
Leo's just
say
kind of
that, yeah, they are friends, but also, this is not something that she's been working on and dealing with for years, so she can have a freak out. She doesn't have to freak out about that.
Haha, yeah. Yeah, Leo's just kind of sitting there, kind of slumped in the chair, shoulders hitched and his arms crossed. Then, now that I'm old enough, it just kind of wasn't something I thought about because it's been so long. I have nighttime activities that I need to keep track of.
Still, you can't always change the past, but you can affect what happens going forward. One day a year is not going to affect the rest of your life as much, but it could mean a lot.
Leo just kind of sighs and tips his head back over the little headrest of the chair, as teenagers are wont to do.
I can roll persuasion if you'd like.
No, he's just loudly sighing because you sound like Camille.
Do you want? Okay, that sure is a line, Crystal. Okay.
Okay.
All right. There's if if Leo is doing that, there is going to be a gentle Leo. I've lost people to things like this. Don't put the rest of your family through that.
Tome, who's still slowly processing the he's in shock a bit, okay? He doesn't have words.
Leo's
is
head kind
valid.
of like lifts up from when he was like petulantly leaning over his chair. And the very large part of him that does that genetically inclined nervous Layton ramble almost immediately bursts out like, "Oh, I've already died once." He does it because holy shit.
Part of me wants to make you roll something for that.
Oh god, I can't do that to Tome.
Do it, coward.
Oh, son of a bitch. What would he roll?
A wisdom.
Oh, fuck. Save or... Well, it's a save mod, it doesn't matter.
Oh! I mean, as your law, you can retcon that if you want, but...
Co-lore holder! my dearest, my beloved Fletcher. I know you said to go off earlier, but should I draw the line?
I can't believe this went from a chill, Crystal and Tome get to meet
This
too.
is supposed to be Leo helps them be friends with each other. Oh, Fletcher was falling asleep. So Crystal said something that had Leo Muse in my head be like, "Oh, I've already died once." And then I was like, wait, that's not something you should say in front of Tome.
Which I said just go ahead and do it.
He rolled a whiz save, that was the 5 to not say it.
Do it!
Yeah, I don't want to.
He won't break! I promise he won't break.
Are you sure?
As the player, I can tell you he won't break.
Okay. Yeah, Leo kind of, his head snaps up. And then he looks away and kind of runs a hand through his hair. And it's like, I mean, I already died once.
Whoop! Whiz save times!
Love that we're
I call
doing this
bullshit.
and not only is it a public place, but this is where Leo works. That's a nat 20. That's really funny, actually.
I guess Tome is fine.
That's a 19 and then a 20 at disadvantage.
That's
Hold up.
really funny.
Does he hear this? Yeah, he hears it. Tome is just very quiet.
Tomexy has stopped working.
You know when you're in such a crisis that you've reached like the calm point of like
Yes, because I remember what happened to Bash Tome.
Yeah.
I'm going to avoid that because I do consider that breaking Tome because it's very hard to get him out of that.
Oh, okay, that's fair.
Tome's just really quiet. And he's just kind of processing stuff right now.
Alright.
It's not quite the broken down in the he loses all color, but it's very much the he's just looking at Leo right now. Like what?
Well, both of your characters got over 20 on their whiz saves.
Yeah. Crystal is taking a deep breath, looking between Leo, Tome, and the room and being like, okay, this is not the place.
I need to roll a whiz to see if he slipped something.
Oh no.
I'm ignoring that. So I think it'd be funny. There you go. I'll take it. By the gods, it's a gag.
What
What?
does that mean?
Huh? Tome looking at you.
What do you mean it's a gag? Dad?
It takes 3 times for it to become a gag. And I know 3 people who have died. Come. How many more?
Leo pauses, and then there's a count on his fingers, and it's like, oh yeah.
Crystal is just sitting here being like, okay. Just okay. Dealing with this one step at a time. Are you all right?
I mean, yeah, I don't even remember it happening. It I guess apparently happened when me and my brother were 7. But my dad was a cleric, and he had the revivify spell.
Right. So then, that's a fairly
Not even
low
not
level
even a
one.
minute.
Yes. And the chances of the less time dead, the less chances of having adverse effects from it. God, this is a little bit outside of my area of expertise, but that's fine. No,
Leo trying to make this funny again. Just, I am a zombie.
technically,
Tome putting
no.
his head in his hands.
Zombies are undead. I am assuming you don't have that. I'm assuming no. Revivify does not give the undead classification. You should be fine.
Yeah, I mean, I hope I'm not undead, considering Forsana and
Tome, head in hands.
Healing magic works on you, correct?
Yes,
Then not undead.
that makes
Thank you.
sense. Yeah. God, Leo, stop handing me concerning things for you to say.
I
Literally
love how we
handing-
entered this thinking that it was gonna be Tome who got like absolutely put under a microscope, but no, it's Leo.
God damn it. His plan backfired.
It sure did.
Yeah, the line he handed me was, oh yeah, I've used healing spells on myself enough times to know that they definitely work.
God.
Okay,
Leo,
that one might be a bit too much.
Yep, nope. Yep.
That's alright. Crystal.
Because I look at Tome, who's already having a minor crisis over he has no healing spells whatsoever.
Yeah. So.
And Leo said his dad saved him.
Bites you, but this is information I already knew.
You already knew that was gonna be a knife.
Yeah.
There's a. Okay. And you've had no adverse effects from that?
No. Not really, no.
Okay.
I think, what is it that they said last time? Oh, that was years ago. I everything that stuck around after I started doing better when we moved back to Inkwell was poor immune system, weaker than normal respiratory system, and my appetite has been shot since I was 5. But that's not because of the inspiration deficiency.
Yeah. Crystal does not look There's kind of that eyeing, like, is there anything else you want to add to this list?
Leo's just like, Crystal's looking like that as Leo's like squinting at the ceiling, like, is there anything else? I don't
Actually,
think there's anything else.
she's still writing notes in her notebook, but she's switched languages now.
Oh?
Do either of you know Sylvian?
Yes, actually.
Okay, well, she's switched to Sylvian.
Like Sylvan, like the Fey language?
Yes.
Yeah, Leo does, in fact. Funny you should say that. He doesn't speak it, but he sure can understand it.
Oh, fantastic. Look, when she tries to keep information personal, like private, she switches to Sylvian. Sylvan.
Yeah, funny you should. Do I roll a perception?
I mean, you can, yeah.
Leo glancing over. Fuck!
I mean,
Are you
it's still
kidding
upside
me?
down.
It is still upside down.
But I think that's still enough that, I mean, that's a nat one.
It's a crit fail!
I mean, I'm gonna give you, like, you can't read it because it's upside down, and I don't know when the last time you read Sylvan was, but, that sure is Sylvan.
Yeah, it's sure is Sylvan. Leo kind of looks over and is like, oh, hey, that's Sylvan. Rad.
Pause. I didn't know you knew.
Yeah, I can't speak it, but Sylvan and wild magic and fae stuff is pretty big in Forsana, so
I see. Where did you say this was again?
Forsana. It's where my father's from. It's where me and my brother were born.
Whereabouts is that?
It's really close to Yedo. I know they're trade partners.
That's fairly far away. And
Yeah,
she's just... That's all she says.
Crystal voice, damn, that's far. Anyway.
Yeah, no, there's a little bit of a because she would have liked to have gone there for personal reasons, but well.
Anyway. Wait till you learn about Forsana lore.
Oh, good.
I smile and I look at my co-lore holder and then I look back at you and I smile.
Oh, fantastic. So, Specs, how is Tome doing?
Wait, I need to before Spec answers. I love you so much, Kindle, but it's really funny every time you say Specs because that's the character.
Am I wrong? There's like multiple.
I know, I love you. It's just because I have like a small I have like a small wait what moment every time you say it.
I technically don't have an S on my name.
Oh, right. My bad.
No, you're all
You're
good.
good.
The amount of times it's happened. I've been tagged when people meant to tag as the spectator role. At this point, it just doesn't phase me.
Aw.
Between this and the amount of time I've been called Fletch and Marzi, I've just
Given up.
throw my hands in the air. I throw my hands in the air. As for Tome, he's not broken. We're doing good. Tome's just kind of handed me the about 3 emotions right now. One, an almost defeated. At this point, I just need to expect this from my two sons. I'm just being honest. That's probably the only reason he's handling this is because he's been having such a bad crisis over Camille that this is why not. Two, I have to protect my sons because oh my God, Leo can die a lot easier than I thought. And three, if something ever does happen to my sons, I have no way of helping them. I need to learn healing magic, or I will fail them as a father.
No.
Oh dear.
So yeah, if you talk to him, he'll interact. But right now, he's kind of just in Tome world.
Tome is in Sweaterville right now.
That is an 11 insight. Crystal is like, yep, he's in shock. And I think
Crystal.
that's about as much as she's getting from him.
All right, my turn on the insight.
Yeah, that's your dad. He is in shock. He is not as bad as he has been before. So this isn't as bad as he normally is. He's doing quite well compared to how he normally does.
To be fair, Leo's situation with he is doing a lot better than he was when he was a kid. His situation is not as bad as Camille's.
Yeah, Tome's going through the whole Camille grief. So yeah, he this is a lot, but at this point, it's just going right next to the Camille with the I'm going to do all my best. I've already failed them probably, but I'm gonna try.
Bites you.
Mm.
Leo
Oh,
reaches
this
out and grabs Tome's hand again and just quietly, like I said, Dad, I'm fine.
I would feel better if we just check Leo, please.
We can check, but don't have a crisis.
I'm not having a crisis. I don't have
You're
crises.
you have a crisis every morning after breakfast.
No, I do not. You don't see me half of the mornings.
Maybe so, but I know you well enough to know you probably have a crisis every morning after breakfast.
No, I don't. I'm not gonna say what the line Tome handed me. I'm not gonna do him dirty like that.
So yeah, Leo's
He's a
just
little too related to Leo. He almost got himself there.
I mean, do you want to roll with save not to say it?
Oh my god.
With save or with check?
I did a save. He's fine. He just barely catches himself.
You see him start to say something, and he just bites his cheek really harshly.
Leo will drop that for now, but he does narrow his eyes, and that it will be filed away for later. Yeah, Leo kind of shakes Tome's arm around, so does that noodle thing.
Leonardo.
I'm fine. We'll do the checkup, but I'm here right now, alive.
Yes, you are. Yes, I know.
I with the ability to bite you.
Yeah, please do not bite me, not after last time.
I didn't bite you that hard last time.
It still was not fun.
Ursula stopped writing notes and just bite? What?
I just imagine Crystal stops and then slowly looks up, kind of squinting, what?
Yep, yes, exactly.
Leo perks up and is preening again and is like, I bite. I'm feral.
Yes, he does bite. Especially when you're doing something he doesn't like.
I am so glad my sister did not pick up that trait.
How old is your sister? She's so good.
Leo, please do not be a horrible influence.
She's turning 20 in about a month.
Ah, shoot.
She is not mentioning that her cousin is 6 and could still pick that up.
See, I love how
meanwhile-
Leo went shoot when my brain went never too young to learn.
Yeah, but it's funnier when it's a kid. Leo just gives a solemn nod and is just then she will never know the true joy of, and then he pulls Tome's hand closer and like very gently, it's not even really a bite, it's just Leo resting his teeth on Tome's hand.
There's the most tired sigh from Tome.
You know, it's probably a good thing Crystal doesn't have to deal with that because she's made of glass.
Oh, that's true. You bite her and it's just a tink tink tink.
Yeah. God.
Yeah, Crystal is now faced with this teenage boy lovingly tormenting his dad.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, she looks at Tome and there's just a. See? I told you that you'd be enough.
Tome kind of blinks at that. And I shake him, I rattle him, I shake him harsher because all he handed me was don't let Leo know that I worried. He'll get upset at me again.
Look, there's a reason she was vague about it. I mean,
Just-
that as vague as she gets.
Tome just kind of nods a bit. Tome internally still not believing it, but he'll nod.
Leo's already biting him, it's fine. He has not let go yet.
Tome's not gonna make him. I love the little laugh. It makes me so happy.
Yeah, Leo's just gonna sit there holding on to his dad if the adults want to talk at all.
I think Crystal's just gonna look back through her notes and just. Okay. Yes, it seems like everything considered, other than susceptibility to minor illnesses or irritants, seems pretty healthy. Probably worth still getting that checkup, at least for peace of mind, though. And just in case. That goes doubly after the incident in your childhood.
Leo only lets go to just very petulant, but he's not being too big of a little shit as he's like, yes, Dr. Everlight.
There's a nod and a good, and then anything else I should be aware of? Like, she's sort of like half glaring, half playful, looking at them both like like when she's making that statement.
Leo lets go of Tome's hand and does prayer hands and is, I assume you talked to my dad long enough to know that he's a huge dork.
What?
That is not an affliction, Leo.
Are you sure?
It's not in my medical dictionary.
Hmm.
I'm just shaking his head.
Leo looks over at Tome, gently, very, very gently puts his hand on Tome's hand and is just, Dad, I've diagnosed you with horrible, terrible dork, and I'm afraid it is terminal.
I need to make a deception to see how badly he holds back the laughter. Tome just brings a hand up to his mouth, and he can't act back, but you can tell he's trying not to smile and encourage you.
Oh, Crystal raises an eyebrow and says, "Oh, I didn't realize you had qualifications."
There's a
Yes.
snort.
I have a PhD and I worked very hard to get it.
Oh, I'd love to hear how you got that.
Me too. Maybe we can compare notes.
Yes, of course. Unfortunately, Dad, this is doctor to doctor conversation, and I must refuse you with a. Wouldn't you like to know, weather boy?
I straight up thought you were going to tell Tome to leave the conversation.
I did too.
One second.
No.
God, this got off track.
No, that's not at all what Leo was talking about. Leo was trying to make this lighthearted again. No, this is Leo making jokes and trying to be funny.
Tome just kind of shakes his head. And he goes, I'm pretty sure I'm not the weather boy, but okay. Would you like me to cover my ears?
No. I
You okay, Marzi?
If you'd like to be a part of the conversation, I'd like you to prove your dedication by saying the alphabet backwards, please.
Tome says the alphabet backwards.
By the time he gets to G, Leo is wheezing.
Tome is looking him in the eye as he finishes it. And then just pauses with one eyebrow popping up.
Crystal is like, impressive. I would have gone with backwards alphabet D.
You've proven your dedication.
They broke Marzi.
No, that's in character.
Okay.
That's Leo.
Oh no, it appears your son is broken.
Tome, stop handing me these lines.
So please, it's supposed to be funny again.
We put him in the corner.
Sit in the timeout corner and think about what you've done, Tome. Leo kind of, because he had like doubled over with laughter, leans back again in his chair, and as he's trying to stop laughing, he looks at Crystal and is like, "What do you think, Dr. Everlight? Has he proven his dedication?"
Yes, he is more than proven his dedication. And she is sending Tome that kind of like side eye of, I'm not just talking about what, like literally, I'm also talking about what we were talking about before.
Tome, who is very focused on his coffee when you do that. Who is obviously not believing you, but is seeing what you're doing and is feeling very bullied.
Leo lets out one last snort, and he reaches up and wipes away a tear under his glasses. And he just like waves around Tome's arm again and is just, "You're the best. I love you."
There's a pause before Tome just smiles softly. I love you too.
Crystal takes a sip of her coffee. She's not interrupting this, but she is sending Tome a look that says, "See?"
Tome sends a look back. that is very much a silent, it's complicated.
Fair enough.
Leo, meanwhile, is doing what I did a lot as a kid, and when adults were talking over my head, and that is just, he's already holding Tome's hand, and he's just kind of like messing around with Tome's fingers.
Tome isn't stopping him. What's this?
Oh, this is so cute.
Was there anything else you wanted Tome and Crystal to talk about, or?
I mean, not really. I mean, I'm sure that there are things that could come up. I look at the chat, but I am not.
There's sure something that could come up, but Tome isn't aware of it.
And I can't do anything about that because my character doesn't know.
So there's only one person who can make him aware of it.
Probably not during this FPS because we've been going for a while.
Yeah, we have. I think.
And we already had one.
Yeah, it wasn't the person it was supposed to be, but there you go.
You. God, Leo was supposed to make them talk about their interests.
I mean, he got them to bond over combined worry.
Yeah.
I mean, at least we have that.
I think Crystal's gonna like look at the time and then like do that like double take of, oh, I've been here way longer than I should have been, and been like, oh, this was wonderful, but I really need to get home. But we should catch up again sometime.
Leo also looks up at the nearby clock. It's like, oh shit, my break.
Nope. Tome is holding Leo by the sleeve. He gives a nod at Crystal. We should. And his grip does not loosen on Leo.
What? Dad?
Tome's not looking at you, Leo. You are... Nope.
It was a pleasure to meet you. And Leo, try to stay out of trouble.
Oh, before you go, do you have a card in case I do need to talk to you about anything again?
Hold on a moment. And I need to roll hammer space. Okay, so I used my what's it called dice? The one that goes from 0 to 9. Does the 0 count as a 1 or as a 10?
The 0 is the 10.
Okay, then she does manage to pull it out of a hammer space on the first try. It's not a fumble.
It's not a fumble.
Alright, yeah. She pulls out a little business card. Actually, she pulls out 2. And she'll hand one to both Leo and Tome. And it's got a pretty simple card with just like nice gold lettering that says Dr. Crystal Everlight, PhD, like researcher in magical mishap management, and then and then a number underneath.
There is a pause before Tome reaches into his hammer space, and in return, he hands you a little card that just says Private Investigator Grim Tome, and a little number, and just a little nod, and very much that pointed look of, I did offer help.
Yeah. She will take that with
Leo would offer...
Thank you.
Leo would offer a card so he's not left out, but all he has are phantom alcoholic cards.
He even starts to reach for his hammer space, and Tome very gently steps on his foot, and it's not even enough to put pressure, it's just very much that kind of nudge of don't.
I mean, he could give her a business card for the painted lady.
That is true. It wouldn't even... Hang on. A really funny joke then. Yeah, that's not a fumble. Because fun fact, Leo's fumbles are if he rolls a 1 through 3.
Oh, really?
Oh, I thought it was 1 through 5.
Is it? Oh God.
I mean, it's
That
still
was a 1
not.
through 3. It's not either way. But yeah, Leo like pats at his apron pocket and like pulls out. It's not a painted lady business card, but it's like a lamp, like a like you know those like takeout menus that people would just have in a drawer.
Yep.
He has one of those just in his hammer space.
For the painted lady or for a different store?
For the painted lady.
Okay, good. Yeah. I think
He just has menus on him. And he kind of looks down at it and holds it out to Crystal very quietly. I didn't want to feel left out.
there's a bit of a snort, and then she'll take it and tuck it into her hammer space along with the business card. And then like again, look at the time. Oh, yeah, I've got to go and just like sort of like rush out.
And Leo will try again to tug his arm back.
Tome just kind of holds a little tighter before he looks at Leo and just goes, we'll get you the appointment soon, okay?
And then he softens a little and is like, yeah, I know, don't worry.
And Tome just kind of gives that weak, small smile before he lets go.
There's a pause. Leo turns to go back to work. Before he turns around again and all but flops on Tome in like a hug.
Tome hugs him back as tight as he can.
I'm okay, Dad. I'm here. Alive. And I know I don't weigh a lot, but I'm here in your arms and I exist.
Just want to make sure it stays that way.
I know. Okay. I really should get back to work.
Get back to work. Let's go.
Soft ending to this chaos game.
Yes. I guess we say goodbye now.
Yeah, thank you so much for the audience members who stuck through this entire thing.
I think you mean audience member.
Member, yes, we lost a few along the way. But still, thank you for listening for as much as you did.
Thank you to our future listeners who are going to do this too.
I can't believe you let me, like, strong arm my way into this FPS.
Consider, let's be honest, they were not going to talk, it looked like.
Yeah. Oh, you saved the conversation, but you also doubled the length of the FPS.
That's my price.
You know, here's the worst part is I'm just sitting here and I know that we're talking about how long it is, but all my brain is thinking is, man, this was a short.
It was so good.
I've gotten so used to all
standards.
I've gotten so used to the lasting 2.5 hours that my brain saw this and went, this isn't that bad. We could have done worse.
How long did this FPS end up being?
I mean,
it's only 2 hours and 27 minutes.
Yo, it's only 2 hours?
2 hours,
it's like it's not even 2.5 hours.
But this
Barely.
is not including the half-hour break that we took in the middle for emergency.
Yes, that does count.
That's true.
We just paused the recordings. Yes.
We should say goodbye and end the recording since we've just talked.
Bye, beloved.
Yeah, bye.